Hey guys, today I'll be doing what if Asta got a four leaf and had ice magic. So yeah, everything would proceed from canon except when the priest sees Asta and Yuno's like covered up and sleeping and Asta he has no blanket and he's sleeping. So when the priest goes to pick him up, he wakes up like and kicks the priest and the priest is like, wow, this kid's strong. Felt like he was about to dislocate my jaw. I hope that doesn't happen. And, yeah. So, when they get their grimoires, Oscar, he's, he's gonna dress like, Luffy from One Piece. Except his pants are gonna be long and black. And, he's gonna have like this black jacket, except it's gonna be open and it's not gonna have the hood or zipper. So yeah, everyone's like surprised because it's already cold enough. But when gets his four leaf, you know, Asa's like surprised and stuff, and he's like, "Oh man, this guy, usually has the best of luck. That lady killer, because Asa says that." And yeah, so when the room gets even more cold, like so cold where you can see if someone's like breathing, yeah, he's that's how cold it's gonna be. And then everyone sees this grimoire just floating that has like ice all around it, and the four it's a four leaf. Everyone sees this because the four leaf's red, so it sticks out more. And yeah, and everyone sees this, and the two nobles are like, it's probably one of us, right? And they're bumping fists and stuff because they think that they're about to get a four leaf grimoire. And they don't. Asa gets it, and that happens. Oh crap. I mean, the nobles, they start scheming because I'm gonna say the chain guy, this dude with chain magic, he's gonna work for nobles, and the nobles are like steal their grimoire and sell it or whatever you want to do with it. And chain guy's like, all right, bet. And so that happens. So when gets captured, Asa just makes a fist, or like imagine if you're gonna give someone a high five, like his fingers are out, and you can see his palm and whatever, and he makes a claw of ice, and he sees this, and he's like, he's not even using his grimoire. And oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna make Asta at a certain point where he can fly without using, his grimoire. So yeah, and so he sort of looks like Luck, except it's not lightning, it's ice. So he jumps. So yeah, he has like the boots and everything, and he jumps and he slashes at the dude because also he's like that carefree kind of guy, and he doesn't really care because his rival is in like he needs help. So yeah, and Asta, he's like, oh, that was easy enough because the Tane dude, he's knocked out. The two nobles are like, huh, what? And he proceeds to bully the two nobles while Asta's just poking the chain guy to see if he's dead or not. And yeah, that's basically it. And when they go to the thing, the Magic Knights tryouts or whatever, Asa, he just starts booking it, bro, with the ice boots and stuff. And yeah. And so they get there a little forward, and everyone's looking at them. I'm gonna say people like Asta, like girls and dudes, they boys, and you know, I guess he also does because yeah, for a weird saying, but whatever, right? And so when they're like turning in the grimoires, they see have a four leaf, and they see Asta have a four leaf. Everyone's like, bro, they're from Hodge Village. How do these commenters have that? Like I got a one leaf grimoire. It's gay. We're hating a little, but they're still surprised. So yeah, Austin, I'm gonna say when he flies with the broom. Wait, no. Go back. He still runs into Captain Yami, but when he puts his hand on his head and starts, showing off his magic power, also starts doing the same thing, and everyone's surprised, like they're putting mana against mana. And you know how like, the captain of like the fire people and Noel's bigger brother or something, how they put mana against mana. Yeah, they had their animals. I'm gonna say Asta's thing is like a wolf, and Yami's thing is a bull. So yeah, they do that. And so when that happens, everyone's like, is he's probably able to be a captain if he's able to go toe to toe with like mana against mana. Everyone feels this and stuff, and also I'm gonna say he's just smiling, and they start laughing with Captain Yami, and Yami jumps up there and he's like, you're a captain, and everyone's like, are you an idiot? And he's like, I guess I don't really care. He was a cool dude. So yeah, when they're flying brooms, I'm gonna say Asa, he just picks up the broom and he just starts flying. Like he's just hanging from his broom, and everyone's just like, okay. And everyone's surprised because like you're supposed to sort of be standing on the broom, but this guy's just going crazy. And what else did they do? Crap, what else did they do? Hold on. Alright, so I'm gonna just say they go straight to the battling. I'm pretty sure that's what happens. And yeah. If it's not, just I'm sorry if that makes anyone mad. So, okay. So when they're battling, I'm gonna say Asa, he goes against you know, he goes against that one dude, like haha dude, and Asa, he goes against a noble, except this noble, he's like really strong. Like everyone feels his mana, and they're like, he's probably gonna win. So yeah, I'm back. One of my dogs were having a nightmare, and so when he goes against his noble, everyone's like, oh, he's gonna lose, and then Asta, he just makes, how Todoroki in the thing, he just steps down, takes a one step, and then ice like comes out. It's like a lot too. I'm gonna say he does that, except it barely reaches the captain's head, and everyone's surprised. I'm gonna say he can just break it, melt it or whatever, and yeah, so he wins. Everyone's surprised, and so when they were doing that, all the captains went, Yuno's like, Golden Dawn or whatever. And also, when all the captains won Asta, and, you know, instead of saying Golden Dawn, Asta, actually, comment, if you guys want, also to be a black bull. I mean, not a black, yeah, a black bull or a Golden Dawn. I'm gonna say, should I say I'm gonna say he's like, black bulls, and everyone's like, what? And he's like, what? The captain's a good guy. What are you gonna do? Fight me? And everyone just shuts up. And it's like, pathetic. And Ozzy hears that, he's like, man, let's square up right now. And let's fight. Let's box. And is like, alright, I'm down. So yeah, everyone starts huddling around because they're about to fight. And then the Wizard King comes. Yeah, the Wizard King. And then Asta's like, man, whose man's is this? And the Wizard King's like, whoa now. And then everyone's like, and then Asta's like, who are you? And then this I'm gonna say Glasses, the dude, 4 eyes, he interrupts and he says, you idiot, that's the current Wizard King. And Asta's like, oh, that's pretty cool. You wanna watch us fight? And then everyone's face bombs except, and Asta. And, everyone's bowing except the captains and Asta, And then, Asta's like, you wanna give me a fist bump? And then everyone's like, this man's crazy. And, Wizard King gives him a fist bump, and then he's like, well, I gotta go now, but don't fight, guys, come on. It may be like, crazy. And he's like, hey, wait, where's your grimoire? And then he looks up and sees like 1,000 pages. Everyone's like, bruh. But it's not nearly as much as when he fought the dude with light magic. So yeah. And everything happens in canon. They teleport to the Black Bulls, except when Asta's getting freed. I would say it's by Luck, and Luck was like, all right, time to die, and he does the same. And he's like, and Asta's like, hey, I can do the same thing, with gauntlets and boots. And then they start battling, and Asta, he goes behind what's his name, Luck, and then backhands him, and Luck is like passed out at this point because they were really boxing. And I'ma say everyone's like, whoa now. Since when did the newbie was able to knock out one of our most powerful people? Magna's like, oh, well then, if I couldn't, if me and Luck kept tying, this guy might be on a whole different level. And he's like, hey, why didn't you even use your grimoire? And then also was like, oh, was that like a rule? And everyone was like, no. Noelle sees this. She comes down and is like, what family are you from? And he's like, I'm from Hodge Village. And then everyone's like, what? And then Noelle's like, impossible. I mean, I can feel your magic from here. There's no way that you're a, commoner. And he's like, well, I am. And, Magnus like, I'm from a not so rich family there, and then everyone looks at him like, are we supposed to be surprised? And yeah, Asta gets like, duties and stuff, feeding the monsters and stuff. Except when they bite him, he just freezes them and hits them, and then they unfreeze, and they don't really bite him like that. And they start getting a bond like Captain Yami, so he can go in the thing and he'll start hanging out there a lot. And let's see, uh, do all right. So his first mission, when they come back, all broken stuff, Asa's like, "Where'd you guys go?" And he's like, "We just got our money taken away from us in a game of poker." And Asa's like, "Oh, you guys need help with that? That's pretty easy, man." And then they're like, "Oh, how about next time you come with us?" And Asa's like, "All right, bet." So, what do you guys need? And they're like, "Oh yeah, so you're going on your first mission, rookie." And he's like, "All right, pretty easy." And when he's fighting the Moors, he just makes a sword like maybe as big as and heavy as the Demon Slayer sword. So yeah, he's doing that. And instead of them carrying the boars, Asa's carrying them all. Like, Magna doesn't even have one. So, well, yeah, I'm sorry if I'm saying any names wrong. It just happens. So, yeah. And when they see the fog, Asa, I'm gonna say he freezes the whole village. I know it's weird, but he just does it. Actually, not the whole village. No, the whole village. And everyone feels this. The ice is like, the ground is ice. And I'm gonna say this is like Oss's mono zone. So he's like, alright, someone's injured this way, or some dude's battling the people, and then that happens. They come, and then right when the dude's about to get stabbed, Ossa just comes right next to him, deflects it. So yeah, the old man ain't dying. He ain't dying here. Um, everything happens again except their last move. You know, actually no, not everything happens again. So when he deflects it, he's like, another commoner to deal with. Fine, hold on, let me just jump in here and do this man dirty. And also, I'm gonna say he does a Todoroki, and except the dude blocks this, and then when he breaks the eyes, he doesn't see. Also, so it's like, huh? I wonder. He probably ran off when he had the chance. Obviously, he didn't, and so he starts trying to attack the citizens. Noelle learns her new thing, except I'm gonna say it sort of has like offensive abilities. So that thing that goes around the dome, sometimes it goes out to attack. So yeah. And no Noelle, she's like, where'd that idiot go? Because she didn't even see him leave. And Magna's smiling like, alright, let's do this. So he goes like flame magic, whatever, and then he throws it and it misses. He deflects them all instead of some going past him. And then Asa, he appears with a giant sword and just swipes across, and then boom, they're all knocked out. Everyone's surprised, like, crap, that was impressive. And instead of no, wait, yes, Asta, he does some binding magic. I'm gonna say he has that, and he has to use his grimoire for that because he's not that experienced with, his stuff. And then Asta, it's like, and they wake up, they kill themselves. They'll much rather die. And yeah. And so when Nero, I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Nero, she comes up. Yeah, Nero still comes. In the entrance again, one lands on him. So that's why the noble really wanted to fight him. Like, oh, he ain't that strong. But she was just like there because I'm gonna say there was a point where she's like, all right, the demon's not gonna come back, but if he does, I'm gonna be there. So Asta just walked past, and then she's like, I can feel the mana from this kid. Much resembles the first Wizard King. So yeah, that's why she's there. And when she landed on Asta, he was like, "Hey, bird, I don't know if I'm weak, but I'm pretty sure I'm pretty strong. But if you want to stay there, whatever floats your boat." And so back to that, Nero gets the stone, and then the old man, because he's still alive, says, "Oh, you can keep it. Thanks for saving my life." And then he's like, "No problem." He's like, I think I won't sell this." And the old man's like, "Yeah, I just sort of kept it. I don't want to sell it. I mean, I might sell it to someone, and it might be more expensive than, I think." And, yeah. So, crap. I need to sort of rewatch Black Clover. I'm not gonna lie. This what if might be pretty boring to some people. So yeah, I'm sorry if it is, but just stay, please. And I'm gonna just say they go to the dungeon. Yeah, the Wizard King votes him for the dungeon. If I don't cover it, I'm just gonna be like in the next episode next time. By the way, go down and watch What If Naruto Was OP. This is my first What If. And yeah. So that happens, and actually, yeah, doesn't save Noel and Asta. Asta just kills that one plant. And also, he can sense the trap, so he goes nowhere near them. And when Noel does it, Luck jumps on there, and then Asta's just like, boy, and he saves her. So, yeah, that happens. And Asta, shows up, and he's like, and then I'm gonna say the glasses guy, he forgot all about Asta somehow. And he's like, Black Bulls. And then Asta's like, you want to say that to my face, my guy? And then, is looking at him like, if he fights you, you're finished. So, yeah, I'm gonna say they fight. Four Eyes gets clapped, and then, yeah, they do the race. And I'm gonna say, Asta, he just looks up, and, Luck he's already gone at this point. So, Luck, he's fighting the guy, and Asta feels this, and he's like, I can make a quick stop and go through the dungeon before these Golden Dawn guys. So he goes to Luck. They fight, and they need to do another thing. So I'm gonna say, Asta, he's like, he does that monozone thing I was talking about, and he feels them. And his thing at this point, not his senses aren't that bad as Luck, because he's been fighting him for a long time. And also, I'm gonna say he makes Katakuri, how he makes mochi, and they come out of a portal and they're like fists. I'm gonna say he makes hands and they grab onto the dude, and then he makes a giant fist and just slams them. And then Luck, he just starts repeatedly punching this guy, and the dude, he doesn't get away. So yeah, but they still save him because they're like, man, if he kills someone, that could potentially be war. No one wants that. So, what's his name? What's his name? Luck, he's still punching him, and then Asta's like, hey, calm down. And, Luck's like, but why? And then he's like, if you don't, I'm gonna beat you up again. And then Luck's like, let's go, bro. And then, he gets whooped again. So, he grabs Luck, and he's not fully passed out. He's just, like, dazed. And, he grabs Noelle, and Noelle's, blushing. And he jumps up, and, Nero, he's on his head, and he's busting through floors. And then he gets to the magic thing before them. So, when they show up, everyone's just looking at the door. When the Golden Doll show up, everyone's looking at the door. And then, what's his name shows up, and Asta is looking at him like, hey, you can take care of this dude, right? And, goes in the same situation. Asta has to save the guy, and it's like, huh, now I have to repay 2 debts. And then Asta's like, alright, whatever. And so, yeah, that happens. I'm sorry, I keep saying, like, that happens and stuff. And so, back to the what if. Asta saves, and when he does, he still has the swords out, except he has 2, and he's like trying to push him away, and he's like, I wonder if, and he sees a new spell, and then he makes a giant golem, except he's not in it, it's just alive, and he's like, alright, and then when the golem pins him down, he makes a giant ice thing. Again, he does the Todoroki, except it's coming down, and yeah, that one guy with the I think ice and fire magic, he's gone. He's not dead, but they pull him out, and when the Four Eyes does his binding magic, also does his binding magic, so he's not getting back up. Actually, he is somehow, because he basically has 2 grimoires and some magic stones, in him. So yeah. So the door, I'm gonna say, Asa, he has something like severing, like Captain Yami does. So he learns a spell like that, and then when he does it, the door just splits in 2. He's surprised, everyone's surprised, and then yeah, when they go in there, he learns another spell. I'm gonna say it's like a ice tsunami. So if he's ever fighting a lot of enemies, that's gonna be the time. Actually, no, it's gonna be an ice dragon. Yeah, an ice dragon that he can summon. And yeah, still learns that one guy. And then when the dude gets up, Asta's defending off everyone until he gets stabbed. And instead of him going like, I'm dead, well, no, he still says, oh, I'm dead. He passes out. He pieces. And he's like, hey, take care of this. And when that one guy is gonna do that finishing blow, I'll learn his name sooner or later. Things like Gore. Hold on. let me learn his name. Alright, so his name's Mars. I'm sorry that I didn't know that and didn't learn that sooner. But, yeah, it just happens. So, when that happened, when they were fighting Mars, he just, he still gets that one. So, he gets knocked out. Everything proceeds from canon, except when Asta wakes up, he's like, alright, go right. And then, they go right into this hole. They escape. And then Asta, he's like, yeah, I think we made it out there pretty well. I'm gonna say, Asta, he put ice all over the gold and stuff. So, yeah, they'll come back. Like, other magnet teams or magnet people, they'll just come dig it up or whatever. So, yeah, they do that. Also, they did get Mars and the other guy. So, yeah. Also, when I said he has, like, whatever luck does? Yeah, it's like luck, except when the elf is inside him, so, controlling him, so. Yeah, he looks like that with, like, the thing all over him. Except it's like ice, except if you hit it, your hand goes through it, so it's like air that's like really frozen. So I'm gonna just say that, just deal with it. And yeah. And instead of to get back to Clover Kingdom, they're gonna use Asta's ice dragon. And when they go to report this, to their Wizard King, Asta and Yuno aren't brain dead, but Asta, he's still standing because he's like, alright, he's just a normal dude who got the title of Wizard King. I don't want people to respect me this much. I just want to, be well known as a Wizard King. That's what's going through his mind. So when they try to make him sit down, he's still standing because he's obviously going to be stronger than them. Mimosa still likes Asta in this, except a little bit more because he's cooler, I would say. And so Wizard King says, oh, come on in. And then, they come in, they see the reward things, and yeah, so when he invites him to the thing, they accept. And so we get to the party. And I'm sorry if this is like really fast for some people. So, whatever. And I'm gonna say, before everyone starts, dissing Noel, they're talking trash about this one guy who's just eating. Of course, this is just gonna be Asta. And he's just, and Mimosa, she still does that one thing. And so, yeah, they're dissing him. And then, so, before the dude pours stuff on Noel, Asta, he freezes him, and, but his head is still showing, so, yeah. And, I'm gonna say, what's her name? Noel's older sister, I guess. They start battling. Asta does the same thing. And Asta does the same thing, except Yeah, keep pausing. And I'm gonna say it gets so bad to where Asta's just freezing everyone in the room. And you know, the captain of the silver people, like Noel's family, he starts fighting them. Oh, I mean the captain. Yeah, pretty sure I said that. That's happening. And I'm gonna say they're about like the same. Well, that makes a couple people mad, but he has a 4-leaf. What are you gonna do, right? And so that happens. And yeah, basically. And crap, I forgot what I was saying.